Welcome to 5 Good Minutes.
You're listening to today's inspirational message on the book of Hebrews with Brady Randall.
Yesterday, we took a look at the greatness of Jesus by looking at how the author of Hebrews compared Melchizedek to being greater than the father of the Jews, Abraham. And today I want to look at another aspect of Jesus' greatness, and that is the fact that he lives forever and the implications that that has for your life and for mine. In verse 8, we read this: "In the one case, the tenth is collected by the people who die, but in the other case, by him who is declared to be living." And then jumping down to verses 15 and 16. "And what we have said is even more clear if another priest like Melchizedek appears, one who has become a priest not on the basis of a regulation as to his ancestry, but on the basis of the power of an indestructible life." So Jesus has become a priest not due to some regulation, but rather on the power of his indestructible life. Jesus, who is reigning now as we speak, will never die. This is amazing news for you and for me. Revelation 1:18, Jesus declares, "I am the first and the last. I am he who lives and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore." Hello. The fact that Jesus will never die means that his authority as a priest, in other words, one who intercedes on behalf of his people, which we'll talk more about on day 5, means that he is permanent and unchanging. There is no end to Jesus being available to you, to being with you and for you. Now, I'm not a huge video game player, but I do like playing some games with my son. And one of the games we played had a cheat code where you couldn't die, at least for a period of time. And you know what happens when you don't die in a game, at least? We took a lot more chances. We weren't sweating when when a bad guy came out of the woodwork. We didn't care if we fell down a hole because we knew we had an indestructible life. There was so much assurance and power in that. And we're talking today about more than just a mere video game. Even death itself could not hold down Jesus the priest. He now lives and he reigns forever, which means that he offers to give you support forever. This means that you're not on your own. You're not alone. You don't have to plead your case to the Father. Jesus has done and he's doing that on your behalf if you belong to him. And this is the best part. Because Jesus' life is indestructible, your life can be indestructible if you belong to him. Death, though we will all face it one day, does not have the same sting. Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? The sting of death is sin, and the power of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, he gives us victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. That's what the Apostle Paul reminds us of as well. So you can know for sure that if you belong to Jesus, you have an inheritance that can never spoil or fade. You have an indestructible life. Jesus, as the text reminds us today, is declared to be living. This means that he's not some respected priest that lived a long time ago and now we're reading about him in the record book. No, he is alive and well. He's available to all. This is so much better than a cheat code because anyone can get in on it. Your life, in a sense, becomes indestructible eternally when you are covered by the one who is indestructible. So be encouraged, friends, and lean into that reality today. Jesus reigns, and so will you if you belong to him.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.